All right, here we go. Game 3, Dry Arabia. Home map for the Chinese team will stick right now, at least for now, on the point of view of Zupi. He's playing with the orange color right here on the north side of the map. He will be supported by Loiza. Loiza pick the Chinese this time. So it looks like we've got a difference here. Yeah, no Spanish for the NaBs boys team. No Spanish. They went for Chinese, and the Chinese team, they did stick to Spanish from the first game. So let's just keep looking at the positions. Pike this time playing as Huns. That's a difference too. He's playing as Huns and not as Spanish anymore. Playing as Huns here at the pocket position. He will be supporting Wonder. Wonder is playing with Mayans right here on the left side of the map. Wonder will be facing Mr. Yo. Very interesting matchup here, I feel like. Mr. Yo went for the Mongols. He will be playing as Mongols. Mr. Yo will be supported by blue color. Blue color is being played by Love Cheng Hingua. Hingua with the Hun. So Mongols and Huns here on the left side. Very strong combinations. And let's take a look at the other pocket. Other pocket is going to be purple. Purple, it's... Okay, what's for the stone? Let me take a look at Wonder's map. It's bugged. Yeah, it's definitely bugged. I think we need to GB this. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a bugged stone. Feel like... Let me just check with someone else. Okay, that stone is definitely bugged. Definitely bugged. Okay, so apparently it has been taken care of. Yeah, I wish Spaden would have left it to me, but anyway. Yeah, I wish Spaden would have left it to me. Anyway, apparently Spaden just told me he mentioned it to Wonder that his stone is completely bugged, and Wonder just said he wants to keep playing. They don't want to restart this. He does have another stone here. His main stone is bugged, not the secondary one here is free. So apparently they're going to keep playing. Obviously, they won't be able to just call a restart later on when he claims he only saw it now. He has been informed, and they chose to keep playing, so that's what they are going to do. I'm going to, once more, keep myself here on the point of view of Zupi. Zupi will be facing Lix. Lix is playing as Spanish right here on the left side, so this could be a very nice option for the NaBs boys team as well. When Xiaoxiong is going to lose his Eagle Warrior, even if he sort of survives the fire from the TC, there's no way he can do that from the Scout. And there he goes. The Scout is gone. The Eagle Warrior is gone. And Zupi manages to save all of his villagers. No villager has been... Oh, yeah. The only unit that has been lost is right here from purple. So exactly, it was a Scout. So nice job here by Zupi managing to keep all of his villagers alive. He got the Scout from the pocket. That's Xiaoxiong playing as Mayans right here on the right... Well, let's say on the left side of the map. Trying to understand how is Zupi going to play this. He's got 4 villagers on wood, so we would assume we were going to see a drush from him. Not even though he's playing as it could be both. It could be both, I guess. He's playing as Mongols. He could go for scouts. He could go for a drush. We'll need to wait a little bit more in order to understand. At this point, he's got only 3 villagers on berries, something that is not very common. He's probably waiting for enough wood in order to drop a barracks. I feel like he's got a very good map here, guys. I think like with a couple of palisades here and there, he can drop his barracks somewhere around here if he goes for a drush. And the rest of the map could be actually team walled as well with Loiza. That is going to be his pocket. We'll try to take a look at what is happening here on the left side. Gonna go into the point of view of Wonder. Wonder, he has himself 4 villagers on wood. As far as I can see, still no barracks from him. Let me take a look at his point of view. Yep, he's got enough wood for a barracks, just deciding not to do so. So I'm still left wondering what exactly is going to be his main strategy here, fighting against Mongols. This is going to be a very interesting strategy, in my opinion. Very interesting matchup between Mayans and Mongols. Always interesting to see a matchup like this. He can actually steal 2 sheep here. He will probably be doing it. There you go. There we go. He will be doing it. And can it be that he actually stole a boar from Mr. Yo? I can only see 1 boar being taken and Yo actually hurting for food. Let me try to understand. Yeah, indeed, there was a boar stolen here, so Wonder was able to steal a boar from Mr. Yo, giving him a little bit of an edge, a little bit of an advantage here. Nice job. On the other side of the map, looks like there's no drush from Zupi, as far as I can see. Let me go into his point of view. Nope, only concentrating on going up to Feudal Age. He dropped a farm, and at some point we will be seeing another one. Getting the deer, very nicely done. It's so important, especially considering you're Mongols. I'm actually wondering, now, apparently not scouts, because with Mongols he can go up so fast. He's not going for scouts. Did he just lose a board himself? I can only see 1 of them there. Yep, he himself lost a board. Apparently I missed that. So there it is, 3 boards under Lick's TC. So a lot of laming was taking place right here. And that's why it's taking him so long to go up to Feudal Age. He managed to click now, is up to Feudal Age, sending a lot of villagers on wood, so I would still assume that this is going to be scouts. He's got a lot of villagers on food as well. He's got a couple of villagers here on the deer. He had a couple on the berries too, and he indeed dropped a couple of farms, only 1 so far. We'll be able to get the scout right here. Nope, he was not able to quite get it, and they will be very close up to Feudal Age. That's what we can see right here. Lix is going to be a little bit ahead of him when it comes to Feudal Age time. To understand what is Wonder going to do. As far as I can see, it's going to be straight archers. I didn't see any drush from him. Let me go into his point of view. Yeah, I didn't see any drush from him, so probably going to be straight archers. He's got a couple of villagers on gold. He will be looking into sending a couple more once he gets to Feudal Age. He's got no farms as well, so it's definitely going to be archers, in my opinion, right here. He will be facing Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo is going to be a little bit later. I'm not entirely sure what exactly was he trying to do. He's got a couple of militia inside his barracks, but he did not go forward with them. He's going to be able to reach Feudal Age, probably men-at-arms. I hope for him that that's not his option, because men-at-arms are just going to completely and miserably fail against the archers from Wonder. In the meanwhile, the team walls are going up here for the Chinese team. Not completely team walls. Mr. Yo seems to be left out. Same goes for Lix. Both of them not on the team walls. Wonder was able to spot these militia right here. He will be following them very closely. And what about Mr. Yo? What is exactly going for that? Shaping heart. So right, Spaden is so right. You can see the shape of a heart here between Hingwa and Xiao. Nice spot there by Mr. Spaden. And indeed, archers, it is going to be archers right here from Wonder. He won't have a trouble trying to tackle these militia from Mr. Yo. And once Yo sees archery ranges, I would actually cancel the man-at-arms. I'm not sure I would go forward with the man-at-arms, because there's literally nothing you can do with it. Well, there he goes. He was not able to stop them on time, so that means Wonder is probably not going to suffer any major loss from these men-at-arms here. On the right side, looks like it is straight archers as well for Zupi. And Zupi was actually able to stop Lix from completely walling, so apparently there is a slight hole somewhere around there. If he manages to get his army in there on time, no, looks like now it is completely closed. It is completely closed at this point in time, so this could be a very, very hard thing for Zupi, because he's doing too much army. He's doing skirmishers, he's doing spears, he's doing archers, and there's literally nothing he can do with them at this point. Only thing Mr. Yo can do at this point is delay the push from Wonder onto his base, and that's exactly what he's doing, going around and around to make sure that he can actually delay Wonder. He got one spear. Wonder does not want to lose this Eagle Warrior. One of the men-at-arms is down. There comes the scout from Mr. Yo, trying to do something funny here on those archers. Maybe he could actually be able to. The men-at-arms are almost dead, but Wonder definitely does not want to lose an archer for the scout. He won't be able to save it. He might even lose a second one, because there are 2 scouts on him. Nice job here by the Chinese team. Good communication. I had just seen that Xiao Xiong was the one researching coinage, if I'm not mistaken. Still trying to find the market. We will try to understand exactly who is he going to sling. There it is, the market. We will try to understand who exactly is he going to try and sling in this game. Xiao Xiong is gonna be slinging Hingua. And so far, there's no such thing on the Nadia Boys team. So apparently, only a sling taking place here on the Chinese team, and he's going to be slinging Hunts that is being played by Hingua here on the left side of the map. And this is where I actually think things could get really rough for the Nadia's Boys team. We've got two players going Feudal. We've got Wonder and we've got Zupi going Feudal, and they will be facing a sling from Hans. You can see Hans making 3 stables, and there is no way they can do any kind of damage with those archers. So hard spot. None of them is walled. Only Wonder sort of realizing what is happening here. Wonder is going to fully wall. He's got a couple of palisades around himself, but Zupi is not walled, Pike is not walled, and at this point Loiza is also not walled. Yeah, still trying to find a spot where he can be useful with this army. He won't be very lucky with that, I'm afraid. The only one that he could actually hit would be Mr. Yo, but Mr. Yo will be alright. He's got a couple of skirmishers, and by that time, Hingua will be there with a couple of knights if it needs to be. Hingua a little bit late when it comes to the castle age time, though. It's going to be a little bit later than Pike, for example. Pike is going to be the one that is already on castle age. Same thing applies to Loiza. The Chinese team a little bit delayed when it comes to the castle age times, and let's see, this is where things could get rough for the Nadia's Boys team. We've got 3 stables going on from Hingua. I will go into his point of view and try to understand what will it do with them. 3 stables pumping non-stop. I will be looking to see how many upgrades does he have. Only bloodlines so far, no armor upgrades so far on those knights. On the way, though, there it is. The first armor is done. Xiao Xiong, as we just said before, is the one slinging. And let's see who is going to be the first target of Hingua. Still searching for the spot. Still trying to understand exactly where he needs to go. Looks to me like he needs to go first straight away to Yo. Yo is going to be suffering. Yeah, indeed, he does that. Nice job here by Hingua, understanding the game, understanding that Yo was going to be the first target of Pike. And by realizing that, he will be able to save his teammate. Not from losing a villager, though. Mr. Yo very cautious. He's going to start dropping a couple of palisades, securing his resources, securing the gold. He might not need to do that on the wood, though, because Hingua is there with a couple of knights. The knights are there from Pike, but so is Hingua. He will be able to stop that. He does not have as many knights as Pike does, but then again, Pike is splitting his army a little bit, fighting 2v3. It's something that he definitely does not want to do. He's being out-upgraded, so to speak, as well. It's 2+1 in bloodlines, and not a single upgrade for Pike as of yet. Of course, he's not getting a sling like Hingua is, though. This woodline here is still quite exposed, but I think this is good. This is good for the Nadia's Boys team. They are delaying the push from Hingua. Hingua is still searching for a spot to hit. He wasn't able to do anything on Wonder. Wonder is completely stonewalled here at the front. He's got a double palisade layer on the right side, and the left side is gonna see the same thing happening as well. So maybe this is when Wonder maybe tries to start slinging as well. I will take this slight pause in the game to take a look at who is slinging who. Only Chinese team slinging. No sling happening from the Nadia's Boys team so far. Going right to Pike is now Hingua. Hingua was able to just make sure that Pike is not going to be bothering his teammate for too much. And there it is. Pike now needs to retreat a little bit more. He will be very heavily outnumbered when it comes to the knights, even though both are hunts, but one is getting sling, the other one is not getting any sling. And he does not have any walls. Does he have monks? Does he have anything to try to stop the sling? I don't see anything. I'm a little bit afraid of what could happen here to Pike. He's got 2 knights, and that's it. He's got no more knights so far, and the stone walls are real on the Chinese team. Only Yo is open, but then again, he can be easily helped by his teammate. It's only 2 knights, 4 knights, 5 knights, maybe 6, against a whole lot more knights from Hingwa here. Hingwa is researching the second armor upgrade. And this is where he will start the raiding, and this is where I'm afraid there's nothing much that he can do to stop this. Taking a look at what's happening here on the right side for a split moment. Looks like Zupi was able to stay safe for now. He's still on Feudal Age. Lix is on Castle Age. But then again, he does not have a whole lot of army. So for now, he's doing fine. Pike is doing fine. He's dropping a monastery finally. I wish he would have done this a little bit earlier, and he could have converted a couple of knights from Hingwa there. Hingwa still trying to split his army a little bit, trying to find a spot to hit. Wasn't able to do so. Maybe this is now the time where he can be really, really aggressive on Pike. He's gotta move forward to the other opponent. That's Loiza. Loiza seems to be a little bit better protected here. He's got monks, he's got camels. So I'm not sure Hingwa could be able to do something meaningful there. Anyway, he's doing the right thing. Attacking on one side, attacking on the other side. But Pike is prepared for this. Pike reacting accordingly. He didn't lose a single villager from this raid. So nice job here by Pike so far. I think he will be able to survive this raid. Let's see. I wish he would do fletching. There he is. He's doing fletching. Maybe a little bit too late though. He's gonna lose a whole lot of knights and therefore a couple of villagers as well. Yeah, he's hurting, he still does not have any monks so far. I wish he would have a couple of monks by now. That would help him a little bit more. All of his CCs are idle, more and more knights coming in from Hingwa. Pike is going to suffer really hard, and he maybe needs the help of Loiza. And there it is, Loiza knows exactly where he needs to go with those camels. Camels on the way. A little bit too late. I'm afraid a little bit too late. He will send them, but those are not going to be enough to stop Hingwa at this point, I fear. On the bright side, looks like Wonder is making Yo. He's making Yo scary, and that means that Yo has just signaled his teammate that he needs a little bit of support here to try to deal with these archers from Mr. 8th Wonder. He's got only +1, no +2 so far, and Mr. Yo's got a couple of archers of his own, and those are +2, so I think he will be fine on this side. Monks and camels are doing the job here. Nice job by Loiza, being able to protect himself just nicely. Pike, unfortunately, is forced to do a couple of pikemen. He does not have camels, of course. He's playing with hunts, but that is going to disrupt his economy a little bit too much, I'm afraid. At the same time, some very, very effective walls going up here by the Chinese team, making sure they are a little bit more forward. They could actually try to go for these walls right here, and those would be even better walls for them. Zupi's got a very nice amount of archers. He just doesn't know exactly what to do with them. Unfortunately for him, Lix is doing something that is very disruptive to an economy. He's walling in all of his resources that are outside his walls. And unfortunately for Wonder, his archers have just been cut out of position right here. Hingwa has a very, very nice amount of knights. And when he actually goes straight into Pike or Loiza, things could get really rough for the NaBs team here. Zupi gonna go forward with his archers. Does Lix have anything to stop this? I don't think he does. He went for knights as far as I can see. He's got 2 stables. He's got no mangonels. No siege workshop either. I think, yeah, there he goes. There he goes. Hingwa signaling his teammate. Where is he going to go with his knights? And that means Mr. Yo is gonna follow suit. He's got a very decent amount of archers of his own. Wonder just lost all of them, unfortunately. And this is where things could get really rough for Pike here. In the meantime, what is Zupi going to do with his archers? I'm trying to search for his archers. I'm not sure I was able to... there it is. His archers, unfortunately for him, too, were caught out of place. Nice job by Lix here. Caught them out of place, was able to get them done. A little bit unfortunate for him, though. And let's see how will this raid go here for Pike. He's got a lot of spearmen, not Pike. I wish he would have pikes. He's got a couple of monks. He's got a couple of knights. Not enough upgrades on those knights, but seems that this is enough to scare away Hingwa for now. Hingwa is going to go back. He's probably just going to wait for Mr. Yo to come in with a couple of his own archers. And while this engagement actually was good for Pike, I'm not sure for how long can he actually keep this. He needs to go back with the villagers. He knows exactly where they're going to hit. The monks are a little bit far away. The spear, it's only spearmen. They will die so easily to the archers if they have to. Yeah, I'm afraid this is going to be a very hard time for Pike. He needs Loiza. He needs Loiza to come and try to help him. But then again, Loiza is trying to help Zupi. Zupi could be in the hard spot here as well. He's going to be out of gold very soon because Lix has just blocked this gold right here, this gold right here, and this gold right here. So only 1 gold left for Zupi, and that was not going to last forever as well. +2 armor on the way for Pike. I'm just not sure if this is going to be enough. More and more knights coming in, and look at my mini-map. Look at how many blue dots you see just going straight into Pike's TC. He's being able to convert a whole lot of knights, but his knights are gone, and only a couple of monks are left, and this means that Hinghua will be looking into killing TCs very, very soon. A little bit of a failed strategy in my opinion. I sort of left wondering, why did Wonder and Zupi stay in Feudal Age for such a long time? Very, I don't know, it's just a very risky thing to do when you know that the meta in this kind of games is to go for the sling usually. Especially on this Chinese teams as well. More and more knights. Unfortunately for Pike, he still cannot breathe. He will still be facing 2v1. This couple of monks from Wonder, unfortunately, were not able to do anything whatsoever. He just lost all of them. He was not really able to kill any knights as far as I could see. And very heavy walls going up here for the Chinese team. Look at Xing Xiao doing huge walls, giving them a lot of map control as well. A little bit of a castle push right here from Mr. Yo. Yeah, I'm afraid it will be able to hit this gold right here from Wonder. Wonder still does have another gold right here, but still not good to lose so many. And Pike is under pressure. Pike is under huge pressure, and there's nothing he can do. Loiza does not have enough army to stop this, so it looks like the sling has been very effective on the Chinese team this time. Mr. Yo is still there with a couple of archers of his own as well. That means the camels from Loiza are not going to be able to do anything meaningful either. That TC is definitely going to go down here. There's nothing that he can do to stop it. Very, very hard spot here by Pike that needs to migrate all of his villagers away. Look at that. That's a whole migration of villagers going back. On the negative side, either Zupi suffering a little bit more hits, a couple more hits right here. Let's take a look at how is the boom going on for him. 79 villagers against 78 villagers from Lix, so seems to be sort of even. Problem from Zupi is he will be out of gold very, very soon. This gold won't last forever, and Lix took control of all the other golds as well. 67 population, still a nice amount of population considering that he was such huge pressure. But still really, really bad at this point in the game to have someone out of the game completely. Like, Pike is going to be very, very soon. I see Wonder going up to Imperial Age. Left to be seen what kind of army will he be doing. I see a couple of plumed archers. I guess plumed archers is going to be his option here. It's sort of, I think, sort of expected considering he's going to face Mongols. Still losing a lot of population. He is Imperial Age now. Hinghua is able to click up to Imperial Age with that very strong sling. He will be looking into clicking Cavalier. I think I just saw it. There it is. Cavalier +4 on the way too. And that means that Loiza could be in trouble as well. Loiza is going up to Imperial Age, but no army whatsoever. I feel like he needs to concentrate on camels first. I hope for him that he's not going to go for Mengidai straight away, because those take so much time to mass and so much time to upgrade. I hope for him that he's going to go for straight away monks and camels as well. Heavy camel would be a nice option, I feel like. Yet another goal that won't be under Zupi's control, so unfortunate spot here for the Nadia's Boys team, and the trade is obviously going to go up here for the Chinese team. It's at such a nice spot as well. Yeah, taking a look at the number of camels from Loiza, looks that is exactly what he's going to do. He's going to be sticking to camels when he gets to Imperial Age. The question is he still go up to Imperial Age and stay alive? Is he going to be able to keep his economy intact for such a long time? These are a whole lot of Cavalier. Paladin is on the way as well. We can see the coinage being researched too, so maybe once he gets to full population, Hingwa will start slinging someone else. It's most certainly the case. So far, it looks like only Wonder is doing good. He's still quite behind when it comes to the population. What about the number of villagers? That's 97. That's 98 for Wonder, so Wonder seems to be doing just fine. But very hard here for Loiza. He does not have enough camels. Those are not heavy camels just yet. It's really hard for him. He just lost the TC. He's gonna lose a lot more economy. He really desperately needs those heavy camels. Problem is that heavy camel upgrades take so long to research. A lot longer than the Cavalier, for example. That makes things even worse for Loiza here. He needs to run back. Unfortunately for him, he lost so many camels on that engagement, losing more and more villagers. Another thing that it's bad for them. I don't see a possibility for them to actually get any trade. Look at Yo taking control of this corner. He already took control. They took control of this corner as well. So it looks like the NaBs Boys team won't have much of a chance of going for trade anytime soon either. Heavy Camel is done by Loiza. He did lose a whole lot of economy, but I'm not sure. Was that enough to actually keep him out of the game? I don't think so. I think nice job by Loiza actually staying alive. The number of villagers is a little bit low, 110, but maybe, just maybe that's enough. Still clearing the rest of Pike's base is Hingwa here with the Paladins, and he can seize control of so many golds at this point. It's just such a hard spot here for the NaBs Boys team, I feel like. Arbalets have been made here by Yo. This is just gonna make things even worse. Arbalets are gonna be able to just completely clear through those heavy camels, and Mr. Yo seems to be targeting them. Loiza, there's really not much that he can do. He's got the +4 upgrade as he's running back, so maybe this could actually be a very good fight here for the NaBs Boys team. Paladin, Hingwa needs to go a little bit further back, making sure that the Arbalets are gonna be hitting the camels and not the TC. So good job here by Loiza, holding on to the game for as long as possible. In the same time, Wonder was able to clear that castle right there. Nice job by Wonder too. Trying to push here from this side, but it's Elite Mangudai for Mr. Yo, and Elite Plumed Archer as well. But yeah, okay, it looks like they're not even going to try. It's just too many knights right here from Lix, and Loiz is going to be losing his base very soon, and that's the GG. That's the GG being called. It's going to be 2-1 here for the Chinese team. Let me fix the score 2-1. And yeah, I think the problem for the NaBs Boys is quite clear here. In my opinion, both their flanks went for Feudal Age army. Wonder went for Archer. Same thing went on with Zupi. And when you do that, you will be very vulnerable to a Sling. And in my opinion, that was their problem. 2-1. That means game 4 is going to be map pack. Stay put, guys. We'll be right back.